25-man Northrend Beasts hard mode taken from a tank point of view. In this video, we start with Gormok. We've got 3 tanks, a warrior, a death knight myself, and a paladin. The warrior starts and takes the first 2 impale ticks. At that point, 4 seconds before I take over, I usually pop a minor cooldown on the first try, letting the healers kind of help me out a little bit more. After 2 ticks on me, we switch to the paladin, and this rotates back and forth. Every time I'm about to hit a impale, I'd like to get a better and better cooldown each time, try to lessen it, and then when it gets back to the next time, the second time that I take it off the warrior, we have a paladin bubble him to remove the impale, reducing the healing. When it's the time for the paladin to take it off of me, we have another paladin give me a bubble. That way, me and the warrior tank can pretty much get prepared for dread skill and acid maw coming out, and reduce the amount of impale ticks that we've got on us, and allow the paladin to pretty much be free and clear to pick up acid maw. There's not much to this fight as far as the tank is concerned. You just have to be on top of your cooldowns. The impale and the melee, if that ever happens at a same second, it's almost deadly. It's almost a guaranteed wipe. You have to be on top of the cooldowns. Honestly, that's really it. I have a lot of respect for our healers and the damage classes because they have a lot to worry about. They've got fire they can't be standing in. They've got snowballs to worry about. But this isn't about that. You guys have tank spot. You have a lot of places you can get ideas and see the fight from the full perspective. But as far as a tank, that's pretty much it. You soak, you pop cooldowns, and you do the best you can. Just making sure that you do not, under any circumstance, taunt Gormok with an impale still on you. Even if you have 5 to 10 seconds left and the previous tank might take a 3rd tick, you have to let that happen. You really don't want to start off with, 2 ticks already going on you, taunt him again and have another impale land. You're going to be at 3 right off the bat. It's almost a guaranteed wipe. Now, at the end, I'm usually tanking Gormok. We've got the warrior on the left side taking dread skill, and we've got the pally on the other side taking acid maw. Acid maw is our first focus fire. He needs to get down as fast as possible. Now, for dread skill, because of his burning bile and people getting poisoned, I'm in position to taunt off the warrior tank. That way he can go free people that can't move. The longer you have that poison, the slower your movement speed, eventually to the point you can't move at all. If that was on our paladin tank on acid maw, once again, that would be deadly. The other thing here is with dread skill, as long as he is not submerged or stationary, constantly move him. There's an acid pool that comes off behind him, as you can see there. You do not want to step in it. You do not want to have your DPS stepping in it. The challenge I have here is I have the burning bile. I'm running off to free people, and most of the time the middle is clustered with players. If that's the case and no one has the acid on them or the toxin, I'll try to stay to the edge. But it's extremely hard when I'm trying to run to the tank across the way and everybody's in the middle taking damage from my burning bile. It's usually not that big of an issue. We have awesome healers. It's just a lot of damage that shouldn't have been taken. So some of that could be the placement. Some of it, people just need to be aware of where that burning bile is and not automatically run to the center. Here, we're down to the tanking. Acid maw is gone. Now it's up to dread skill. The best thing about these worms is it used to be, where do they go? Where, are they going to pop up at? If you actually are watching them when they burrow, you will see little brown chunks on the ground going a direction. You can see where they're going, and you could be in place if you're the tank to pick them up. Now, this was our best run of the night. All this was taken on December 2nd, just a few days ago. We normally do normal 25 man, but damn it, it is time to work on hard modes. And this is the best one we did so far. Our usual issue is with Northrend Beasts. They constantly, no matter where you are at, will arrive. The next boss will be here. Um, this one, we've got a new boss coming in like 20 seconds, and we're still not done with Dreadmaw. So, part of that is DPS. Part of that is just making sure people don't wipe for silly reasons. And just relax, do your job, and have a good time. Here I am getting in place for Acid Maw. He should be here Acid Maw, Icehowl. He should be here any second. There's the gates, and here he comes. Now, this attempt was our best because Dread Scale was down to 13% when Ice Maw came out. The other attempt we did, we still had Dread Maw at 33%. It was almost instant wipe. Now, as you can see here, sure we got Dread Scale down, but it started getting deadly fast. Mostly due to the fact that when Icehowl came out, he does an AoE like a thunderclap type effect, and it took a lot of damage. I believe we lost like 2 people right off the start. So your biggest goal is to have those Jormungers done before Icehowl comes out. We're getting better at it, and I'm sure it's going to happen this week. Matter of fact, tomorrow night. Um, but here we go with the Icehowl. You know, the only challenge on hard mode is that you don't get the run speed debuff or increase when he runs to the center and is about to slam into somebody on the wall. So you have to be on the ball, pretty much making sure that if he's charging in your area, you are nowhere near. You don't have time to stand around and twiddle your thumbs. The thing that irritates me the most, and it's not a big deal, but when you see him run to the exact center of the room, you know he's about ready to do his AoE knockback on everyone. Right here, watch. All those melee that ran straight out to him just got punted up against the wall and took a lot of damage that wasn't necessary. So we're already starting off with our health bars, at half health or lower. It's not necessary. Just wait till he's right here. He's going to take a lot of extra damage because he's stunned, and we're good to go. Now, this is one of the worst parts in case somebody does get stunned. You should have hunters getting ready on their tranquil shot, and you should have your tanks with an oh crap cooldown button, a little macro that chains all their cooldowns just in case he gets enraged. You can live through it, but the damage you're going to take is insane. So you got to be prepared for that. We've only had that happen once, but it will happen. But we did get him to 60%, and that was awesome. Anyways, thank you for watching, and please subscribe.